It's production in the building. I'm finna go subscribe to your ass right now. That shit sucks.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Why Am I Single? I am Miles Triplet. This is the show where we try to answer that question in real time with real people in real results. Sometimes. You know, I came up with this show because I myself have been single for a very long time, and people always ask me, why am I single? And I don't really have an answer for them, you know what I'm saying? So I say, you know what, I'm sure there's a bunch of people out here in Atlanta who have that same issue, and people ask that same question to them. So let's try to see if, from a third party perspective, we can see why they're single. So today we have another lovely couple. Let's meet our bachelor and bachelorette. All right, so we're going to go ahead and meet our bachelor of the day, Mr. Matthew. Oh shit. How you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing all right. Very ready to see how this turns out. So let's get straight to the point. So why do you think you're single?
I think honestly because I set my standards a little bit too high, and that can be interpreted as being picky, but I just won't settle for anything less because I know what my worth is.
Oh. So what are some of your standards?
Oh, for starters, you have to have common interests. You have to have a car and a license. You have to have a job. You have to have ambitions and goals. You have to take care of yourself on all three fronts, emotionally, mentally, and physically. You have to love movies and TV along with acting too, because that's my passion, but that's more flexible for me. And the other two things would have to be, you have to have a relationship with God, because if we don't have that as built as a foundation, then the rest of the whole structure is just going to fall apart. Also, I prefer if she lived closer, but we can work around that commute if it's a thing that comes up.
Okay, well, you know, hearing these standards, although it's a lot when you name them out loud, it doesn't seem bad. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't seem like it's too much. You're not saying she got to be 120 pounds, she got to have big titties, you know, fat. You know what I'm saying? You're not saying anything that's just, I guess, outrageous. So you think you don't think people can meet those standards?
I mean, I've yet to find somebody who's been able to. I found a couple people that have hit like maybe 2 or 3 marks, and I was good with that. But it just wasn't enough.
You think you met some emotionally fucked up people?
I know I've met some emotionally screwed up people. That's a fact.
Yes, haven't we all? So, what we had was your friend send us a 30-second video.
Oh, I can't wait to see what she
explaining. I haven't seen it either.
You're in for a treat. You're in for something good.
And she explained to us why she thinks you're single. So, let's watch this together in real time.
I think Matt is single because he is always putting others before himself.
Oh.
Yes, he takes very good care of himself, and he is very in tune with himself and his body. But I think mentally and emotionally, he has not made himself available because he is very big on helping his friends. He is very emotional towards his friends, and he has a heart of gold.
Oh, now she got cut off. It's crazy. So it sounds like she's saying you're single because you don't put yourself first. You put others before you. Would you?
I'd say that's fairly accurate. She's actually one of my coworkers at work, which I'm a delivery driver for Amazon.
Uh-huh.
So half the time I'm having to take care of other people, majority of the time, even if I got to worry about my own stuff. So I guess in a way that would translate over to my personal life, because it seems like lately I'm asking if other people are good first before I figure out if I'm enough.
So here you are at Why Am I Single? What are your expectations for today? What do you hope to happen today, or what do you think will happen?
Well, honestly, my expectations are pretty low. I mean, I'm just out here to enjoy a good conversation, have a good time. I don't have any expectations set that are very, very high. I just hope to have a good conversation and maybe have great chemistry with the person, because I always like to build an emotional connection first before anything else does.
So it seems like your standards aren't really a factor here then.
They don't come until later, though.
Oh, okay. So, but here you're just wide open and ready.
Yeah, in this particular instance, yes.
Hey, man, that's what the hell we need. So, I'm going to ask my trusty Lena to bring me over this blindfold, and you are going to put that right on top of yourself, brother, and the process will commence Boom. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. It covers my eyes, not my ears. I can still hear you.
All right, nigga.
You asked questions. Just saying. You know, actually, I like this one. This is a lot more comfortable than the last blindfold I wore.
Yeah. All right. Hey. So we are gonna go meet your bachelorette, and we will start this process, buddy.
Whose hand do I grab?
All right. Well, let's meet our bachelorette, Miss Alora.
Hi.
How are you doing today, me darling?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. You pissed me off a little earlier, but it is what it is. So let's get to the point. Why are you single?
There's probably a lot of reasons.
Oh.
One being, I just don't think I've met the right person who compliments me the best. A lot of people say that my expectations are very high. I think they're obtainable, but it just depends on if you're willing to reach them or not. And I'm a little silly.
She's nutty. Fantastic. So what are these expectations?
Well, I expect them to have what I have.
What you got?
Right? So, I mean, I have my own job, my own car, my own house.
Oh.
Right? I expect you to have your own place to stay, whether you live or rent.
Okay.
I expect you to have a job that supports your needs.
Okay.
And
What if I'm very low maintenance? Like it don't take much.
yeah, it doesn't take much, right?
Yeah,
I expect
yeah.
all of those things, but then I also expect you to treat me with respect.
Sure.
I expect you to be consistent
Absolutely.
and not show me something that you can't continue to keep up.
Don't introduce you something that you
Please
can't keep.
don't.
Oh. that's-
Because like I kind of fixate on things. I'm like, oh, you did that, and then
Mhm.
if you were just testing the waters, then how am I supposed to know, like whether
I feel like
you
you're coming
know?
from experience with that one.
A little bit.
Oh, okay.
And then I just
So-
expect the communication to be there. So if that's something that you need, if there's something that you need, something that you want, that you talk to me about it, and we're willing to go through the hard stuff to get to like the fun parts of relationships.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they gotta love the Lord.
Absolutely. I believe in God, right?
Yes.
So, all these things, I guess, sound to me, like a solid foundation. You don't think you've been able to find that yet?
I feel like there's been potential, but they haven't quite mastered everything or wanted to in the same time frame that I was on. So their focuses and my focuses were two different things. So if my focus is on, being happy and having this relationship, and your focus is on getting your assets together and everything that you want to build for your career, there's not necessarily time to cultivate that relationship. And I think that's what I've run into.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
Sounded good, though. Okay, so what we had was this is your mom, right? Your mom sent us
Did she?
video.
That's my mom.
All right, your mom sent us a video explaining to us why she thinks you are single.
Oh, Lord.
Would you like to hear what she said?
I'm nervous,
Me
but
too,
she loves me.
Because
So
I have not heard it, so let's see.
Alora Monet. Why is she single? Well, she just hasn't found the perfect gentleman. I might be a bit biased because I am her mom, and I think she's absolutely amazing. And if a young man takes the time to get to know her, he will be pleasantly pleased at what he finds, which is a fun-loving, amazing, and accomplished young lady with a lot to offer. She desires a teammate, not a player.
Tell her to say that.
no.
Now, that was written and rehearsed.
My mom's like my best friend, so she's kind of seen me go through these other relationships, and she is like, hey, maybe you need to date older, maybe you need to do this, maybe you need to do that. I'm like, ugh.
Oh.
But she has seen me go through the stuff, and she knows
she
it.
said a lot of great things about you. Very much. I mean, I'm not going to if your mom would have said, hey, she just ain't it. I guess that would have been a shock. So, would she have said that?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just have a lot of siblings.
Oh, so man, we should ask them, huh? Oh, man, we got to redo this. We got to get them on the camera. Okay, so here you are at Why Am I Single? What are you expecting today? What do you hope to see? What are your expectations, if any?
Well, I'm just excited for the fact that it's a different way to potentially meet somebody, because I don't like swiping. Swipe left, swipe right, swipe. I hate that.
Yeah, my
I'm
thumb
really
hurts.
annoyed with it. Like, I don't want to keep doing that. And I just want to see what happens. If nothing else, it's a fun day. It's a fun date and experience. And I got to meet you and all your beautiful team.
Yes.
You guys are super fun so far.
Everybody.
So
Yeah.
if nothing else, I'm going to have a great day.
I agree with you. You know how we're going to start your great day?
How?
By closing those fucking eyes. Bring in that blindfold.
Oh.
All right. Go ahead and put that bad boy on. And we are going to get this party started. Can you hear me?
Me? Yes.
Yes, you. All right.
Okay, my eyes don't work. My ears still do.
Can you see me?
No.
Great. That's all that matters. Well, let's go meet her dates.
Hi, I'm Matthew.
Hi, Matthew. I'm Alora.
Alora, okay.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So, where are you from originally?
I was born in Kennesaw. but
Kennesaw,
I
okay.
grew up in North Carolina,
Really?
near Raleigh.
What made you decide to come back down here?
Just a career change. I want to be in, like the acting industry, and I wanted to work for Tyler Perry so bad, so I moved to Atlanta.
You know, I actually just came from an open house at this place called LS Studios.
Oh, I've been there. Did you like it?
I did, actually. Lewis is he's very hands-on, very physical with like how he wants to get the emotion on point. I definitely will keep him into consideration. I just got to keep a couple things in mind, just to understand like price-wise, because I actually live in Gainesville, Georgia, so it's a bit of a drive for me, like going back and forth between Atlanta. But I am definitely intrigued, and I am interested in him.
Yeah, I liked him a lot. It was just a timeline of when the classes started. That's the only reason I didn't go through, but I really did love it.
Let me guess, he told you the classes didn't start for the fall, and you wanted to be in the summer.
I wanted to do them like immediately within like the winter, like
okay.
in January, February. I think I went in November or December or something.
So you're an actor too. Well, I guess that makes two of us. So what made you want to pursue acting?
Something that I've always wanted since I was a little girl. It's the only dream I ever had. And then my grandmother was an opera singer, and she was an actress in community theater, so I used to go and see her. And it's something I just fell in love with when I was little. And that's what my degree is in. So I have a theater degree.
Same here. I got a associate's in theater and a bachelor's in film, courtesy of UNG.
UNG?
University of North Georgia.
Okay, nice. I have my bachelor's in theater and concentration education for East Carolina University.
Okay.
Back
All
home.
right. Go Carolinas. All right.
So, where are you from? Are you originally from Georgia?
Yeah, born and raised in Gainesville. My mother's from Chicago, though, so that's why I kind of sound like this rather than I sound like I belong further down south.
Okay.
So,
How old are you?
I'm 28. What about you?
26.
Okay, all right. What would your top 3 favorite movies have to be of all time, if you could narrow it down to 3? Because I know that's a probably difficult question to ask.
Lilo and Stitch is like my favorite. I don't know why. It's so just, I don't know. I love it.
It's because Stitch is a diva, isn't it? It's because he has that diva behavior.
I don't know. Maybe it's just the family element and like the sisters, because I have a lot of sisters. But I can literally say the whole movie word for word. And then I really like the movie Burlesque for whatever the reason. I love Christina Aguilera in it, and they put Burlesque on Broadway, so I want to go see that. Third favorite movie. That's hard. High School Musical. 'Cause
Which one? They
the
did at least
first
3.
one.
Okay.
Well, the first or the third,
Okay, yeah. Third one kind of.
because I grew up with it.
I did too. I was a Disney Channel kid growing up. Like, I don't know if you know what that is, but it's like there's kind of a certain if you know, you know. Like when you were just a kid in the other room and you heard the TV go, let's watch a Disney Channel movie. I could not run quicker in that living room with my onesie and my bowl of popcorn just ready to watch Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior.
Oh, that one was really good. That was a really good movie.
Those movies were like so underrated. It's like more people. I feel bad for the kids nowadays. They don't know what they missed out on.
So do you, what do you do for fun?
Well, acting is a first, but I'm also a big hiker. I take care of myself on physical fronts, go to the gym 5 days a week. But I'm also a cook on the side too. I can pretty much make any dish taste great, like name it. I can make even something, say somebody absolutely hates sweet potatoes, I could make them love that. And I always say the key is in the seasonings and spices, and I'm talking about more than just salt and pepper before. So yeah, avid cooker. I love going to different places, traveling. I had 2 dogs. I have 1 dog now, so I love animals. Big lover of pets. I'm a singer also too, so I use that for some of my reels. I post that on my stories every now and then. What else is there? Oh, I'm a gamer too, but I don't get a chance to play as often because if I'm not trying to go to bed early, I'm trying to wake up early, or I'm trying to cook different meals, or I'm trying to get to work, which I guess would lead to my next hobby is that even though I do it for work, I enjoy doing it on the side too. I'm a driver. So yeah, go-karting, definitely a big fan of that.
Ooh, we should go to Andretti.
Yes. My biggest thing with Andretti is that I wish they had helmets where you could actually be able to pop your earbuds in, because I'd love to get some driving music going while I'm going down the track.
That sounds like a lot of fun, because they have the one, they have the big track in, like, what is it, southern Georgia? Or it's closer to the Motor Speedway.
Oh, so you're talking all the way over in Hampton.
I guess so.
I don't think I've been to that one.
They have like the really big track that you can drive on.
Alrighty, so that will commence our blind portion of said date. So now we are, well, hold it. Hey, all right, hey, both of y'all was like,
I mean, we could clearly just talk all day.
Now, right, yeah, I was trying to jump in and didn't know when to. So now we are about to do the big reveal.
Okay.
All right, so on the count of 3 on 3, you guys can take off said blindfolds. So here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, here we go. Oh, man. I've had this on for quite a minute. It's good.
Right.
Get adjusted to the light.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Well, hello.
Sorry, this still need a minute or 2. Oh, wow.
Is that a good wow?
That's a good wow for me. That's a good wow. Don't worry.
Thank you. Oh, you have cute little dimples.
You got cute little sparkles.
Oh, well, thank you. That was an accident.
Really? What? How so?
Glitter spilled everywhere, and it was in my brushes, and now I have glitter everywhere.
Jeez, I don't know. I had this one theater professor a while ago that said glitter just will never come out. It goes everywhere.
It's called a craft herpy. That's what it's called.
I was trying to take the diplomatic approach, but I didn't know how to word it that way.
If you were ever in theater, you know there's no filters, so.
She never had a filter. She never did. Like, the stuff that came out of her mouth, I won't forget, she had one really, really good quote, and it was, Tech Week reminds me of childbirth.
Tech Week is painful. I don't know about childbirth. I don't have any children. Do you have any children?
No, I don't have any kids.
Okay.
Don't worry, you're fine. You're fine. You're good.
Just your dog.
You're good. Don't worry. It's not like I got a bunch of hidden baby mamas off camera that are gonna come out and club me to death.
That would be so stressful.
It definitely would add a wow factor to this for sure.
Oh yes.
All right. Have you ever blown up, called, or texted repeatedly without getting a response someone's phone before? If so, what was the reason?
Yes, but not on like a dating level. It was more of a parental level. So it was just like a family emergency. So if you don't answer my phone calls like twice, I'm going to assume you're busy. Or if there's an issue, I think there might be something wrong. But like, I respect boundaries. Like, if you're not going to answer my phone call, you're probably busy.
That's usually what I would assume, is that now at this point, I assume that if you don't get back to my phone call, you're probably really busy, or if it was important, they'll get back to my voicemail.
Yeah.
So I was just trying to let people have
If it's really like that big of a deal, I'll just shoot a text. Like if you need to know what's going on.
I feel like people nowadays, they get lost on having an actual phone call because more people want to text. And the problem with texting is that you can't understand what people are trying to convey. Because a phone call, you can hear in someone's voice if something's happening or if there's a little bit of a delay.
I agree. I'm most definitely a pick up the phone or a FaceTime or a voice note, something. I don't like texting.
I don't either. There's so much that can get lost in translation.
Okay, my turn. Which of your dating standards are absolutely non-negotiable? And explain. Like,
The non-negotiable for me is that you have to have a car and a license and you have to have a job, because there have been times in the past where I've had to drive a 3-hour round trip just to go have a date with that person, and the job is just so that way I can see like you're working towards something, you have something going on, and you're not just waiting around all the time, because I need somebody who like actually is trying to go somewhere, like they actually have ambitions and goals.
understood.
But I also want them to have Christ at the center, because I've been told that if they don't have that as a foundation, everything else just falls apart.
That was my non-negotiable.
Okay, thank God. Yes, we got that. We got that.
That was
we got
not
that.
my non-negotiable. Is most definitely being Christ-centered. Because I don't think you can unequal yoking. That's not good. Do not be unequally yoked with your partner. So that's good. Okay, your turn.
All right. When it comes to dating, do you prefer to go with the flow or label and define things?
I think that I need to know where the flow is going. At some point, there needs to be a label and a definition, because that shows where your standards are and what your expectations are. I'm not like immediately like, oh, we're boyfriend, girlfriend, but I want to know if it's going to work, and I want to know where we're heading towards, because at the end of the day, I'm not just dating to date. I do want to date and be married at some point in my life.
Yeah, you're dating with the intention to marry.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's good to kind of understand like what expectations and like what boundaries you set up front. Because if you don't make your intentions clear like right off the bat, you're gonna left playing the guessing game where we're trying to figure things out as you go along. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I like improv on set, but not in real life.
Say that. Okay. What's the first thing you notice about the opposite sex?
I notice how they present themselves, how they stand, how they come off to it. There's a certain stance where people pose in a certain way, and that sort of kind of reflects their outwardness, because as an actor, I try to study people's body language, and I try to study off how they react to certain things. So that's the first thing I try to tend to notice about them.
Okay. I notice smile and eyes. Like physically. But that's pretty cool. Good answers.
It's funny, most people would think that I've rehearsed this in my head, but I just try to go with what I...
Well, if you know yourself, like that's the one thing about being actors, like I believe that we know ourselves better than anybody knows, because we have to study ourselves. So when you know yourself, you can be sure of all of your answers and everything that you present. Nothing's like false.
Oh, righty. I'm sorry, that's just on the timer here.
Oh, okay.
Fine. So that will commence our date. So if I could both have you put your blindfolds back on.
Okay.
Back to the darkness. Darkness, everybody. I am going to ask you both a question. Do not answer it verbally. You are going to use your hand to answer said question. And the question is, would you like to get to know the person in front of you more? All right, Miss Alora. We just had our little blind date with Mr. Matthew. Talk to me. What'd you think?
You guys are, whoever chose him, you guys put it together really well, because clearly we had a lot of the same interests. We had a lot of the same thought process on some of the questions, so that was pretty cool. He sounds like he looks.
Oh.
He looks very sweet. I've dated outside of my race before, so I'm not really worried about that. I didn't think I would go back to that, but
But if it comes along the road.
Exactly. Like, it's not what I was seeking out, but I'm more than open to it. He seems very sweet, and clearly we could talk for hours. So.
Yeah, no, it's very hard to jump in there. What's something that stood out to me was y'all kind of non-negotiables in your standards. Like both in your separate interviews, y'all both talked about your standards and expectations, and they both really aligned up. So when, y'all both kind of find that out, how'd you feel?
That was refreshing. Just because my biggest thing, my non-negotiable was Christ. Like, you can't do anything without Christ in your life. And I think that's where a lot of relationships fail. And then he basically said you have to have your own stuff, just like I said. And I was like, I got my own stuff. Right. So he's not intimidated by the fact that I have my own stuff. He has his own stuff. Those expectations are clear. So now you can build on a more deeper level if both people want to.
Yeah. So, I'm sorry.
Sorry. And he also said, wow. Like, when I took my brother off, I was like,
that
oh,
do
you
it
think
for
I'm
you?
pretty.
He did. He was a little shocked. As soon as he got accustomed to the light again, he said, oh, damn, look at her. Ain't mad at that. Another thing that caught my eye was the fact that y'all were both, I didn't know that you both were actors. Like, I didn't know that you both were in the acting world as far as theater, and then, like, he does film and stuff.
Yeah, it's not my, it's the dream job and it's the passion, right? It's not my day job, so it's not what I'm doing all the time, but it's things that I'm working towards, and that's where I want to be.
Oh.
So.
Well, yeah, I mean, just the fact that y'all had that in common. Y'all had a lot in common, that's what I'm saying. I just didn't.
Most definitely.
I was very shocked. I'm not going to I did put y'all together, but I'm shocked my damn self how much y'all had in common. So
good job.
Very much, hey, pretty fucking dope to me. All right, man. How was the date?
It was good. It was good. I don't think I've had.
No. Keep the
No,
vibe.
I'm adjusting it. I'm
Gotcha.
adjusting
Okay.
it. I'm adjusting it. Don't worry. I'm not trying to do none of that. It was good. It was good conversation. It was good. I love people that you can just immediately connect with and have an instant chemistry with, to the point where you don't feel like there's any awkward silences. So I think that's.
Yeah.
That time flew by fast. I don't actually know how long we were there, but it felt like forever. In a good way.
No, I get you. Yeah, no, it was definitely a lot of time. But yeah, y'all, it was hard to kind of find a spot to kind of jump in and stuff, man. So some things that y'all connected on, like your non-negotiables and your standards and expectations, like you both had kind of the same thing. Like, what do you think about that?
I think it's great to meet somebody who actually understands acting in a sense, and also has a theater background too.
Yeah, no. She was big with it. Even the non-negotiable as far as like having Christ, and then the place to stay, the car, like your license, like all of those were on her non-negotiables as well.
So yeah, I think we definitely. I'm glad that we were both on the same level playing field for that.
Gotcha. What was your thoughts when you took the blindfold off and you said that? Wow.
I was thinking, wow, I got set up. Not only is she a great conversationalist, great chemistry, but she looks really beautiful too.
Oh.
I was like, hey,
My
it's like we have
ovaries.
the trifecta.
Oh. That's great, man. I'm sorry, I was making faces. But no, that is really.
Oh,
really
I could
dope.
tell. I could tell.
Oh.
I may not be able to see, but I can detect when you're making a face or two. You just made one right now, didn't you?
Yeah,
you
whatever.
made a face right
whatever.
now. See?
All right, stop
See?
it. Stop it.
I'm like Matt. It's like my last name is actually Murdoch. I can tell when people.
Oh, fucking daredevil over here. All right, man. Blindfolds off.
It's hard, right?
I know, it doesn't matter how many times you put it, you take it on and off, but still, it's like.
All right, welcome back to the world of the living. Okay. Well, that was interesting. How do you feel?
I feel like someone finally gave me some oxygen to breathe, because I can't tell you how many times I've had horrible conversation with people where it was like going nowhere, mainly over text, and I rarely get a phone call. So being able to do it in person, it definitely feels like a breath of fresh air for sure.
I agree. Tired of swiping and things like that. So meeting somebody in a different way, and you just so happen to be my speed. So
my finger was getting sore from swiping anyway. It needed a rest day. It needed a rest day.
I gotcha. So information.
Yeah, I'm down for it.
Where you? Oh, yeah, just that way. Yeah. Oh. It's quite all right. No, it's quite. Am my mic's on? Okay. All right. There's another episode of Why Am I Single? Very happy for everybody, you know what I'm saying? And the matches that we have made, they honestly seem like really great freaking matches. This was another episode of Why Am I Single, where we tried to answer that question in real time and see if we can change those things. So check us out next time, where we will have another couple, and you know, we're 3 for 3 at this point. Hopefully we'll have another match. And, you know, let's try to get Miles on episode, huh? You know? No, you know, it'd be like if Miles did the first episode where the person didn't raise their hand. It's like, oh, you don't want to get to know me more? Very depressing. Whatever. All right, hey guys, hope you guys enjoyed. Comment if you like this couple, and we'll do more freaking episodes. Catch you next time, man.
I've been trying to reach new heights, yeah.